Hello, my darlings. Today I invite you to embark on a journey with me, one that will take us far from the familiar to a place few have ever seen with their own eyes. Imagine the vastest, bluest ocean you can. Now place a single tiny speck of green at its heart. That's where our story begins, in the endless embrace of the Pacific, where the horizon seems to stretch on forever and the nearest neighbor is hundreds of kilometers away. That's Pitcairn, one of the most remote inhabited islands on Earth, a place so isolated that it almost feels like a secret whispered by the sea itself. Getting there is an adventure in itself, a world away from everything. There are no airports, no easy routes, just a long sea voyage braving the waves and winds before you finally catch sight of its rugged shores. Its story is extraordinary, a tale of rebellion, survival and new beginnings. Pitcairn's past is woven with drama and hope, a living legend set against a backdrop of breathtaking natural beauty. It all started with the infamous mutiny on the HMS Bounty, when a handful of sailors and their Tahitian companions fled the British Navy. Desperate for freedom, they risked everything to escape the world they knew. They found this volcanic rock, uninhabited and misplaced on naval charts, a perfect hiding place. The island's steep cliffs and wild terrain offered both sanctuary and challenge, shaping the lives of those who dared to settle here. Here they built a new society, cut off from the world. With only each other for company, they learned to survive, to adapt, and to create a home in the most unlikely of places. Their descendants still live there today, a testament to human resilience. Generations have passed, but the spirit of those first settlers endures in every face, every tradition, and every story told on the island. Join me as we journey to this remarkable island, exploring its cliffs, valleys, and the echoes of its past. We'll walk the same paths as the mutineers and discover the wild beauty that has both challenged and inspired its people for over 2 centuries. Together we'll uncover the secrets of Pitcairn, a community born from defiance, now one of the most unique on Earth. Let's begin our adventure and see what stories this extraordinary island has to share. Our story begins in 1789, aboard the HMS Bounty in the South Pacific. The mission: collect breadfruit from Tahiti for Caribbean plantations. Captain William Bligh, strict and short-tempered, ruled with an iron fist. After months in Tahiti's paradise, the crew dreaded returning to Bligh's harsh command. On April 28th, Acting Lieutenant Fletcher Christian, pushed to his limit, led a mutiny. Bligh and loyalists were cast adrift, surviving an epic journey against all odds. Christian and the mutineers, now fugitives, controlled the Bounty, but the British would hunt them relentlessly. They needed a place so remote no one would ever find them. Their desperate search for sanctuary had begun. The stakes could not have been higher. With the Bounty theirs, the mutineers couldn't risk any known port. They returned to Tahiti for supplies and loved ones. Some Tahitian men and women joined their uncertain voyage. Tensions ran high. Every sail on the horizon could mean capture. Attempts to settle elsewhere failed, so Fletcher Christian scoured the charts for a true refuge. He found Pitcairn, uninhabited, fertile, and crucially misplaced on maps. If they could find it, the Navy would search in vain. In January 1790, after months at sea, they spotted Pitcairn's jagged silhouette. Surrounded by cliffs and heavy surf, it was a natural fortress. Carefully, they landed in a sheltered cove, Bounty Bay. They had found their sanctuary at last. But survival on this isolated rock would be their next great challenge. The real test was just beginning. Landing on the wild, windswept shores of Pitcairn Island, the mutineers faced a daunting task. Build a home from nothing but raw determination and the few supplies they had managed to bring ashore. The island was remote, isolated from the world, and offered no welcome. Every step forward meant carving a new existence out of dense jungle and rocky ground, with the ever-present ocean as both a barrier and a lifeline. Their first act was to destroy the Bounty, setting it ablaze to erase any trace for pursuers and to sever ties with their past lives. The flames marked a point of no return. 9 British mutineers, 6 Tahitian men, 12 Tahitian women, and a baby began a new life together, forging a fragile community from a mix of cultures, languages, and hopes. They cleared tangled land, planted crops in unfamiliar soil, and built simple homes from palm and timber, learning to survive with ingenuity and hard work. For a brief moment it seemed paradise might be within reach. The island's beauty offered hope, and the settlers dreamed of a peaceful future. But beneath the surface, tensions simmered. The British men treated the Tahitian men as inferiors, sowing seeds of resentment and anger. Conflicts over land, resources and women soon escalated, turning neighbors into rivals and friends into enemies. The dream of utopia quickly collapsed into violence and tragedy. Betrayal, jealousy and fear tore the small community apart. Within a few short years, most of the men were dead, including Fletcher Christian, the mutiny's leader. The island was left scarred by loss. From this chaos, the surviving women and children gathered their strength and began to rebuild, determined to create a safer, kinder home. The women's resilience and leadership held the fragile community together, guiding the next generation through hardship and uncertainty. They passed on language, culture, and hope to their children, teaching them to adapt, to forgive, and to dream of a better future. Out of darkness and despair, a new society slowly emerged, shaped by survival, compassion, and the lessons of the past. Pitcairn's true community was born from struggle, resilience, and the enduring spirit of those who refused to give up hope. Pitcairn is a wild, volcanic island, just 2 miles long, 1 mile wide, rising from the endless Pacific. Its cliffs plunge into the sea, creating a sense of profound isolation. The interior is lush and green, with mangoes, bananas, and breadfruit trees everywhere. Birds and the ocean provide the island's soundtrack. Time feels suspended. The community lives in Adamstown, the world's smallest capital. No roads, no shops, just a handful of homes. Life is simple, shaped by nature's rhythms and the need for self-sufficiency. Supplies arrive only a few times a year by ship, reinforcing their remoteness. This isolation demands resourcefulness and forges a tight-knit community. On Pitcairn, survival and beauty are inseparable. After the violence, only John Adams and the women remained to guide the community. Adams, transformed by faith, became a father figure, teaching, leading, and instilling new values. For years, the world forgot them, until an American ship stumbled upon the thriving mixed community. The British Navy eventually pardoned Adams, and Pitcairn became part of the empire. Overcrowding led to a mass move to Norfolk Island, but many soon returned, unable to abandon their home. Today's islanders descend from those who came back, carrying on a legacy of resilience. They've survived storms, isolation, and dwindling numbers. Their culture blends English and Tahitian roots, even in their unique language, Pitcairn. Pitcairn's story is one of adaptation, endurance, and deep connection to place. Against all odds, they endured. Life on Pitcairn is a blend of tradition and adaptation. Islanders tend gardens, fish the seas, and craft woodwork and baskets, skills passed down for generations. The community shares catches and harvests, supporting each other in daily life. Modern touches exist: satellite internet, a school, a medical center, and quad bikes. Yet the spirit of mutual aid remains unchanged. Everyone pitches in when help is needed. Communal feasts and celebrations keep the bonds strong. Old and new coexist, but the heart of Pitcairn is its sense of belonging. Here, tradition isn't just preserved, it's lived every day. The legacy of the mutineers endures in every shared meal and story. Visiting Pitcairn is a true adventure. No airport, only a long sea voyage from French Polynesia. On arrival, you're welcomed into islanders' homes through a unique homestay program. It's not just a visit, it's immersion, sharing meals, stories, and daily life with descendants of the Bounty mutineers. Explore Christian's Cave, swim in St. Paul's Pool, hike lush trails, and dive in pristine waters. The night sky is breathtaking, untouched by light pollution. Pitcairn offers more than scenery. It's a lesson in resilience and community. For those who make the journey, the reward is unforgettable connection. The island's welcome is as vast as the ocean that surrounds it. Pitcairn's story is more than a mutiny. It's a living epic of human nature, struggle, and hope. It's a tale that echoes across generations, reminding us that history is not just a collection of dates and events, but a tapestry woven from the choices, dreams, and hardships of real people. The island's past is filled with moments of darkness, but also with sparks of resilience and the enduring light of hope. It reveals our capacity for both darkness and redemption, and the power to build anew. On Pitcairn, every sunrise is a testament to starting over, to finding strength in the face of isolation and adversity. The islander's journey is a mirror for our own, showing us that even in the most remote corners of the world, the human spirit can flourish. In a hyper-connected world, Pitcairn reminds us of the value of community and connection to nature. Here, life moves at a different pace, and every relationship matters. The island's isolation has fostered a deep sense of togetherness, where neighbours become family and the land is both a challenge and a gift. The islanders' resilience inspires us to be resourceful and cherish human bonds. Their traditions, passed down through generations, are a testament to creativity and adaptability. In their daily lives, we see the beauty of cooperation and the importance of preserving heritage. Sharing their story keeps it alive, ensuring this unique culture isn't forgotten. Each photograph, each artifact, is a piece of living memory, a bridge between the past and the present. By telling these tales, we honor those who came before and inspire those yet to come. Every listener, every visitor, becomes part of Pitcairn's legacy. When you set foot on the island, or even hear its story, you help carry its spirit forward. You become a witness to its ongoing journey, and a guardian of its memory. We are the guardians of these tales, passing them on for future generations. The laughter of children, the wisdom of elders, and the shared stories around the table all weave together to form a living legacy. So remember that tiny green speck in the vast blue ocean. It stands as a symbol of endurance, a reminder that even the smallest places can hold the greatest stories. Remember the courage and hope that built a home there. Every stone laid, every seed planted is an act of faith in the future, a promise that life will continue to thrive. By celebrating stories like Pitcairn's, we honor the diversity and wonder of our world. Each island, each culture adds a unique thread to the fabric of humanity, reminding us that our differences are a source of strength and beauty. Let's keep seeking, listening, and being inspired by these hidden sagas. For in every story, there is wisdom to be found, and in every telling, a spark of hope. Thank you, my darlings.